Years and years ago, I don't even remember how many years. Maybe 35 years ago. It's been a long time. Grandma's getting old. I was driving a truck. I was going down the Alcan and I was going to go to a Christian conference, learn more about following Jesus and serving him. We were going through Canada. I had a dog in the back and the dog was on this giant beanbag chair. Everything that I needed with me in the truck. It was just a little red Toyota truck. It wasn't very big. It had a canopy on it. I had all of these coats on. I felt like a big marshmallow, but I had the window down so the cold air would keep me awake because it was a long trip down the Alcan. I was driving from Kenai down to Seattle. Well, I went around the corner and all of a sudden the truck started. I had a blowout and I knew you're supposed to turn into the blowout so that you wouldn't roll the vehicle. That right side, it was a really deep drop off. I didn't want to go down that, so I did the wrong thing. I turned to the left and the truck went into a roll. It must have rolled over 3 or 4 times. It finally stopped and I was just kind of like, wow, that was crazy. And I sort of wiggled around, felt myself, okay, I'm alive. But the door was jammed because it had been smashed. So I rolled the window down and I started to get out of the window of the truck, and all of a sudden this giant trucker comes around the corner. It's like, oh no, I've survived the wreck and now I'm going to get run over by a truck. Oh, thank goodness the trucker was able to stop before he got to me. My heart was beating so fast. I got out. The trucker got out of his truck and he came and said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Well, I think so. Nothing hurts. I don't hurt anywhere." And having all of those coats on and with the seatbelt on, I was like I was just this big marshmallow and I was protected by it all. But the truck wouldn't go. So I wasn't sure what to do. I'm in the middle of Canada. A man and his wife came up from the other side in their vehicle and they came and they said, "Are you okay? What's going on?" I think it's a Canadian Mountie vehicle. I don't know if they call them police. Anyway, they came. We got the truck towed and the family said, "Do you have anywhere to go?" And I said, "No." They said, "Well, why don't you come with us? We'll take care of you until we can figure out what to do." So I went home with them. Oh, and I forgot. Remember the dog in the back on the beanbag? Didn't get hurt either. That beanbag must have protected it, and the dog ended up in the ditch. It was fine also. And I only had one little scratch right on my thumb, and that was it. God and his angels protected me. That is for sure. Anyway, this amazing family took me into their home. They fed me a meal, kept me there, drove me the next day to check on the truck. I got all of my things out of it. We decided to just leave it for junk because there was no way it could be fixed. And I had the dog with me. I was just praying, God, I don't know what to do because I'm in the middle of Canada. I was in a place called Hudson's Hope. My glasses had come off my face. I couldn't see. They got crushed. I just didn't know what to do. Well, the couple that took me in said, "Hey, we know an optometrist in Hudson's Hope. Let's see if he can fix your glasses for you." And sure enough, he did. He was able to repair my glasses enough so that I could see. And he didn't charge me anything. That was amazing. Unless the people that took me in paid him, I don't know. They were so sweet and kind. And I asked them, "Why are you doing this?" And they said, "We have daughters that are in different places around the world, and we'd like to think that if they were in trouble like you are, that somebody would help them." They were helping me the way that they wanted somebody to take care of their daughters. That just really blessed my heart. Well, they came up with an idea. They had an old car, an old Dodge Aspen. It didn't have a battery. We went and got the battery out of the truck. We got it started, and they said, "You can take this and go to your place." And I told them, "Well, I can't afford to pay you right now." And they said, "That's fine. Someone will take care of our daughters. God will see what we're doing for you, and he will help them if they're in trouble." And I drove that Dodge Aspen all the way to Seattle for a couple of months after that. I think it was about 5 months. And the one thing about the car, you had to keep your foot on the brake and the gas when you stopped because it would die. I remember just dreading coming to a stoplight. One time, traffic got so slow that on the middle of a bridge, somewhere in British Columbia, and the car died. And I had to get it started. I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my, because I was now blocking traffic. But somebody got out and helped me get it started, and I got across, and as long as I was driving down the road, it was fine. It's just when you came to a stop or a stoplight, or if the traffic got really slow. And that was an adventure, and it was great to know that people all over the world, there are a lot of good people out there, and a lot of people love God, and when they see you in trouble, God rallies his troops, and he sends who you need to help you. That was just an amazing story in my life. And all the way down to Seattle, I was just thanking God and praising him for such amazing people. And that is today's story.